Hello, and welcome to our lesson on project execution and change management. This segment will cover change management. Change management as a research field is a significantly younger and less defined body of knowledge than change as a concept. Change management, a distinct discipline from change control, is dedicated to the orchestration of organizational change within the framework of the project management. This discipline provides a systematic approach to facilitate the adoption of changes stemming from project delivery, thereby supporting the realization of project results and outcomes. Its initial goal is to focus on strategic alignment, people engagement, development, capability, communication, creating change ownership, and engaging leadership in change. Change management aims to tackle the undesired behaviors that may occur during organizational change. People may not support change unless convinced of the need for change. By aligning people's actions with goals, change management increases the likelihood of improved performance. Change management is the process of continually renewing an organization's direction, structure, and capabilities to serve the ever-changing needs of external and internal customers. It is a term used to describe any action taken to smoothly transition a business process encompassing an individual or group from a current state to a future desired state of being. Change management is the process, tools, and techniques to manage the people side of change to achieve the required business outcome. There are several models for managing change, such as three-step model, viewing change as a process of movement from the current stage to the end stage, and underpinned by force field analysis, action research, and group dynamics that support planned change. Phases of planned change builds on a project management platform that sees a change from a technical viewpoint, focusing on the 4 stages of exploring, planning, action, and integration. Change formula is an approach that identifies the elements of change and how these relate to each other to affect change, providing an operational framework for those involved in the change process. By understanding a range of interdependent consideration points, causal model considers the various drivers of change and ranks these, recognizing external environmental factors as the most important, followed by an additional 8 factors that must be understood and dealt with in an integrated approach. Systemic model, a non-formulaic approach to understanding change. It focuses on the long-term sustainability issues and the renewal process itself, which, at its base, considers notions of redesigning and rethinking change. 7S model, focused on assessing how well an organization was positioned with a range of soft and hard skill attributes, provided a dual focus of assessing the organization in its current state as well as a future state, providing the basis for a better understanding of the gaps that needed to be filled in order to achieve the desired outcome and change. Strategic planning should be an iterative, emergent, and continually evolving process. It can no longer be an annual, top-down process. Organizations need to embrace and adopt change in their strategy to compete and to ensure long-term success. Major change includes innovation, improvement, and relationships with stakeholders. The changes are driven by the enterprise's environmental factors, such as technological, knowledge management, computational power, increasing capability, global communications, cultural, higher levels of education, social networking, cultural shift, social pressures, socioeconomic, global economy, growing population, shifting demographics, new markets. All of these factors increase the speed of change because change has a rippling effect that can impact and disrupt an organization. The ability to prepare for change is directly related to strategic agility or organizational agility. Successful organizations are aggressively reshaping their culture and business practices by the following actions: rigorous change management to better adapt to frequently shifting market conditions, more collaborative and robust risk management, and increased use of standardized portfolio, program, and project practices. In addition to having the right technology and core processes, an organization needs to be able to create change-ready employees. In order to effectively manage change in project management, an organization may need to incorporate the following functions and activities: Governance Board. It provides overall oversight for the portfolio, program, or project change process, setting direction and providing leadership. It also ensures that the change process remains aligned with the organization's strategic vision and direction. Sponsor. A sponsor provides resources required for change and has the ultimate responsibility for the project, building commitment for the change, particularly at the senior management level. Leads. The lead ensures that the change management process addresses the impact of requirements on business processes, workforce, and infrastructure, and monitors the implementation and risks. Integrators. The integrator is responsible for the preparation and integration of the change into the business. Integrators ensure that routine business activities are performed at an acceptable level during the change. Agents are the early adopters who see the business benefits of the change and have embraced it. Recipients are people directly or indirectly impacted by a change. Recipients collectively are considered as one of the many stakeholder groups, and their input into the change process is critical. To manage a change successfully requires a structured approach, as well as the ability to deal with emergent situations. A number of change management models have been designed to help manage the change component successfully. Change as a psychological transition. This model differentiates between change and transition. Change is situational and happens whether or not people transition through it. Transition is a psychological process where people gradually accept the details of the new situation and the changes that come with it. Change as a process is often referred to as a top-down approach to change, where the need for an approach to change originates at the top levels of the organization and then is promoted down through the organization's layers of management to the change recipients. Change represented as systems models. It outlines the foundational tenet of orders of change. First-order changes involve adjustments within the existing system, are reversible, and pose no fundamental threat to individuals. Second-order changes are transformational, irreversible, and often result from strategic shifts or major crises, challenging competencies, and introducing new concepts. The theorized third-order change goes beyond redefinition, requiring a change in organizational values and proving the most challenging to facilitate, considering the behaviors and feelings of individuals. This is the end of this segment of our lesson. In the next segment, we will discuss Change Management Framework. This course is presented to you by South Europe College. Thank you for listening and see you on our next segment.